we just picked up another storage unit. It's a 10 by 10 and we only paid $135 plus tax. So like, it looks like an absolute junk pile, but I feel like there's probably going to be some good stuff or decent stuff in here. You know, like, we just needed some stuff to fill our shop, and you know, the price was right and it was pretty close to home, so we just went for it. You know, whether it's only $150 all in. So, you know, yeah, it looks like a pile of junk, but sometimes you got to look for those diamonds in the rough. Am I right? You know, one man's trash could be another man's treasure. You got to slay a couple dragons to get to the princess. And don't judge a book by its cover. So like, right away I can see a few things that are kind of interesting. Well, this Pokemon sign or poster or whatever would be pretty cool, but it's like, oh, never mind, it's actually just super dusty. Okay, yeah, that's cool. It's like the original Pokemon things. I think it's from like 99. I've seen them before. Like, you know, you got some hand tools here and stuff. A little toolbox there. There's what else did I see? There's a Lululemon bag right there, and there's a Nike skate right there. Obviously the little kid's bike. But if this let's just say if this toolbox is full of tools, then it's gonna be a good unit. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good unit. You know, nothing crazy in there, but you know, a couple hand tools, whatever. And so we'll take that. We will take that. And then I was wondering what was under here. Okay, so that's a snowblower. Looks like a Briggs and Stratton engine. Huh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna uncover that, see what kind of condition it is and stuff. But if that works, that's like probably $200 or $300, and it's the perfect time of year for it because it's late October right now, and the snow is probably gonna start in a month or two. So could have our money back plus some just with that snowblower, and then obviously whatever else we uncover. This Gerber bear, it's like a survival knife kind of thing, probably for bears, I guess. Gerber bear there. And still gotta get to that snowblower there. And yeah, like, so far finding some pretty decent stuff. Like, there's this old vintage camera. I'm not sure what that's worth, but it's the old like 35mm camera kind of thing. Could have some collectible value. And like, there's still a bunch of bins and stuff that I got to go through. Like, I got to get to that trunk down there. Sometimes people keep some pretty good stuff in those things, like family heirlooms or whatever, or, you know, jewelry, stuff like that. So I'm gonna keep digging. Okay, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm gonna open up this trunk and see what's inside. Is it valuable stuff in there? Is it junk? I guess we're gonna find out together. Oh, and I found this vintage Buffalo Bills hat. New era. Definitely from the 90s. So that should clean up pretty nice, shape up. Should be worth a few bucks. All right, the trunk. Come on, give me something good. Oh, wow. Completely empty. That's wild. That's actually wild. I did not expect that, but whatever. It is what it is. So I was just going through this bin, and there's a Nintendo Wii right there. Not crazy money, but decent. And then there's like these 4 digital cameras, and these ones, like these digital cameras, can sell for some pretty good money sometimes. So I'll have to look them up and check them out, but we'll see if the batteries and the chargers and everything's in here somewhere. So hopefully there's some games for that Wii somewhere. Okay, this box could be interesting. It says Bae's Closet Stuff. It's my Bae's closet. So let's take a gander. Okay, I think I know what that is. That's a box for an Xbox 360. But it's probably not in here. Yeah, it feels pretty light. Oh, there's another box for an Xbox. That also feels really light. Well, that sucks. So in the bottom of that box with the Xbox boxes, it looks like there's some shoes down here. Some Beat Air Maxes. Pair of Adidas. Some LeBron James. What size? Size 10. Some LeBron James. And some Jordan. I don't know which Jordans those are, but they're pretty beat, so not much can do with them. They're size, I wish they were a size 12, because I would wear them for like a winter beater, you know? But I don't know, maybe I'll try them on, see if they fit. Probably not though. Just opened up this box and saw all these Goosebumps books, so that's pretty sweet. If you don't know, Goosebumps, if you have the entire set, like last time I checked, I think it was around like $500 or $600 for the whole set of Goosebumps. I think there's like, it goes from 1 to I think around 60. There's about 60 of them, so I have a bunch at home already, and hopefully that the other ones that I need are in this box here. So that's pretty sweet. Some other books too down there. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, more Goosebumps down there. So yeah, there'll definitely be a few in here that I need. Let's go. Here's a closer look at that snowblower. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. I gotta put some gas in it. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks a little bit rusty. But I don't know. I think it should start up and work just fine. I've never heard of Murray, but it looks like it's a decent little snowblower. It's got pull start, and I think it has electric start too. So, I mean, probably get at least a couple $100 for that if we get it running. And then we have a bunch of stuff that like we can fill our shop with, and it was a pretty good unit overall. Like there's a lot of hand tools and stuff like that, and like gardening tools, but there's also a lot of vintage stuff too, like a lot of stuff from the 90s and like things that I grew up with. So it was kind of cool kind of going through everything and, you know, bringing back some memories, and some of it can be pretty valuable, like some of the vintage stuff. Like this Power Ranger guy, He's from 1993. I'm not sure like the exact value, but probably pretty decent. Like nothing crazy, but still probably has a bit of value. And then like just kind of cool stuff like this. Like that's the newspaper clipping that's been laminated from the 92 World Series. Hopefully the Jays can do that again this year. And like just like vintage hats and some vintage clothing. This is a pair of Coogee shorts, jean shorts, jorts if you will. And we got like a vintage jersey, Avalanche, Team Canada jersey, nice vintage Billabong shirt, and then this PK Subban picture. It's all framed up. So there's some decent value in here. You kind of just gotta know, what you're looking for and stuff, and then the rest will just fill up our shop. And I also found this bag of jewelry right here. So like I was just quickly going through it, and like I pulled out a few pieces and they were marked Sarah Covington, which it's not gold or silver or anything. It's just like a designer costume jewelry brand type thing. But like they do have like this piece, where is it? Like that's marked Sarah Covington, you know. It's not gold, but it has some decent value on its own. Like it's, you know, you put a bunch of that together and it can sell for some good money. I got my Goosebumps books down there, and yeah, I still have to look a few things up. Like, you know, this VHS is sealed, Star Wars. Maybe that might be worth some money. There's some vintage WWF magazines, and there's like these old Warhammer magazines. I don't know if those have any value, but I'm gonna spend some time and look some things up and then see what's up. So yeah, pretty good unit. Hopefully there's some gold in there. That would be awesome. Probably not, just by the way it's all bagged up in there, but you never know. There could be some gold just chilling on the bottom. See, look, there's another Sarah Covington piece. You can't really see it, but it's marked Sarah Covington. So we'll take that. And then this doll, like super creepy looking. I think, like I don't know for sure, but that might be like a really vintage Rushton doll. I don't know for sure though, but it just has that creepy face on it. So I'll have to do some research on that. And I'm just gonna tidy up out here and then hit the road. And I gotta come back tomorrow for the rest of this stuff.